What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Tales of Arise. I had to think of the name of the game there. I don't know how I keep doing that.
Like the city, but it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
This music does not fit with the way the city looks right now. It looks too relaxed. Yeah, man, I don't get how I do that all the time. It's like, oh, I'm going to play this game. I have it loaded up. I have it set up. I start doing my intro, and what are we playing?
This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Okay. So, a couple things I want to talk about while we're dungeon crawling here. Number one, I took the day off yesterday, and it was wonderful. Yeah, normally I hate just leaving you guys for a day, but I've been like sleeping all day and being awake all night, and it's just thrown my scheduling off, and yeah, it's just been weird. What the? That Kelzalik? I'm going Kelzalik until I hear it. Did he really manage to deploy these barriers inside the palace? Guess that means we were on the right track to finding him. Is there any way we can get rid of these? If memory serves, there's a release mechanism somewhere. My first guess would be inside his personal office.
Hey Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara,
On second
do you
thought,
have any idea just
no.
what Kelzalik might be planning at the
Ah,
palace?
Kelzalik, I hedged.
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zeugl.
An invisible Zeugl?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Little dark there, Alphen. So yeah, like I was saying, I kind of took the day off yesterday trying to sleep as much as I could to get my schedule back on track.
Right.
These are the guard's personal quarters. Need anything here, feel free to take it. I get the impression the guard is mostly made up of men. The quarters are divided between men and women. We're sitting in the women's right now. Gotcha. Guess I better be careful not to disturb too much while I'm in here. I wouldn't if you don't want to end up on the wrong side of her mace. Sorry, give me a second. I'm playing around with my microphone. Okay, I think that's a little better. I'm messing with... I don't know. The game's messing with my brain. I can't tell. I don't think I've been super quiet over the last couple days. But I don't know. Something about it hasn't been sitting right with me. It could just be because I'm constantly oh, lost my train of thought. I'm constantly on edge. It's like, oh, is it good? Or how about now? Do I have to mess with it? Do I have to? So yeah, like I was saying, that's where I was yesterday. If anybody was wondering, I was asleep, kind of having I was having not a panic attack, but it's one of the weird things about my anxiety. I get super paranoid at times.
You'll have no mercy!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Oh, shit. I
Shut him down!
This one's mine!
It's over!
Law! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
I can feel my power growing!
What was I talking about? All right, yeah, I get super paranoid at times. I don't know.
Get in, get out!
I guess some people would say, AJ, it's kind of part of having an anxiety disorder. How do you not know that? I don't know, man. One of my least favorite things is when I get, my paranoia starts getting up there and people ask me, I've had people IRL like, oh, well, come on, AJ, there's not, nobody's watching you or whatever. Like, yeah. Yeah, I know nobody's watching me. I'm just sitting in my office, hanging out, but...
This palace is
like
way too big for
I
its
get that creepy feeling like somebody's like standing right over my shoulder.
Tell me about it. Plus, where the hell were these soldiers and Zeugles all this time?
Normally, the Zeugles are kept in specialized training facilities and only get let out in cases of emergency.
Like this one, for instance? Give me a break.
That's far enough!
I'm sitting here thinking, I saw something super sad.
I'm going in! Not today!
I saw something super sad
This one's mine!
earlier, and that is that Lance Reddick passed.
Astral energy! Full throttle!
It's super depressing to me. I love that guy. Oh, right, she blocks shit.
Name on him!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone's still...
Yeah, Lance Reddick passed away. I saw
piece?
it in the
I barely worked up a sweat.
tweets. I'm trying to remember. I saw the...
What's this thing?
I saw what he died of. I can't remember what he passed of.
So what is Mahag Saar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings
I really hope that doesn't...
with them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, he had one of the coolest voices. In terms of voice actors, he's up there as one of my favorites.
Not in your dreams. Damn it! Take that! Lightning condemn! Thunder blade! Too much to handle?
Rising Wyvern!
That's my cue.
Shut him down! Burn!
Tiger blade!
Oops.
Wind
I don't
out!
want to use
You're
the
mine!
blazing sword there.
We're all right, Alpha.
It makes me. It does. It also makes me ask the question: what are they gonna do with Sylens in the third Horizon game? Because Forbidden West set up clearly set up a third game, and like a conclusion to the trilogy, so to speak.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for.
Kind of makes me ask, are they just gonna kind of like yada yada him off screen or something? Oh, are they gonna do what they did to Leia in the new Star Wars movies, where it's like, what's that, Leia? And have her just walk off, have somebody talk for her. Oh man. Oh, yeah, man, I absolutely love his voice. I know he was super popular with the Shield and everything. I mean, I loved some of his stuff that I saw him do, actually on TV and stuff, but his voice is amazing. It's just, God, he just got such a good voice.
Tiger blade! Lightning down!
So cause I also think he was
Any injuries?
voicing the he's voicing the Red Dragon in. He's voicing the Red Dragon in The Legend of Vox Machina in Season 2. I mean, that one they could play with the, how to phrase it, they could probably play with the distortion in the voice. They could play with the distortion in the voice, so it's not as big an issue.
No choice!
And just in the event, I know sometimes I don't want to talk about.
Here,
Whenever you talk about this kind of stuff, people are like, all you're talking about is what, the ongoing projects and what it would do to those. The man has passed away. I think that's terrible. It's a massive loss for, TV, video games, everything that he's done. He's a great actor. It's sad to see him gone. But at the same time, it's one of those, the show must go on, so to speak. So it's always my question. It's like, what are some of these projects that are ongoing that, he's actually in? What are they going to do? I'm curious. Yeah, with The Legend of Vox Machina, they could probably replace him with somebody who could try and do a similar voice, and then just touch it up, because they also had they messed with it in post, because I had trouble telling that that voice was Lance Reddick, so I'm trying to think. Okay, so I went there. Did I see the Lord's quarters? I'm sure. No, because I didn't go around that way. Okay.
No backing down! Neither word!
Confiscated!
You're finished!
More with that hammer!
Eternal devastation!
You'll pay for what you did!
It's over!
This is the wind! Air thrust!
Here I go!
Photon blast!
Severing wind! Searing gale! Now!
Don't get complacent.
Okay, that's taking us back to the entrance. Let's see what's in the meeting room.
An opponent like this should be easy. You're finished!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Here I come!
Let the mark on time.
Here I come! Abort! Wisdom! Abort!
Any injuries?
I'm getting doing pretty well in the fights. I'm constantly worried in games like these that I'm underleveled. My comrades. Can I retrieve the key from the office? I
Look,
think we have
another
that key.
note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
You know, like I was saying, I'm always worried that I'm.
No backing down! I can carve through walls!
Like steel?
I lost my train of thought again. Shit.
You think that shield will save you?
If anybody's wondering, AJ, do you have some sort of problem that you just can't remember anything? No, I just
Eternal devastation!
if I had to explain it, it's kind of like I think too many thoughts at once, so they start to get jumbled and I get confused. That's my stuttering and my stammering and everything. Stop judging me.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Yeah, and, in games like this, I'm always worried about. I'm always worried about getting too far behind in the levels and everything. Because I try not to.
Get out!
Engaging!
This one's mine. I can do this.
Back in the other direction.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Yeah, I'm always afraid that I'm going to be behind on levels and everything like that because
Win!
trying to keep the series rolling, to try not to waste too much time with level grinding.
Tempest Whirl.
What's this? Calves of Steel. Awesome. Okay, so Super Swallow Dance. Sure. 645. Increased battle gauge. Actually, that's not bad. Increased boost gauge at the start of battle.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Gold, the previous lord, nobody cares. What was that cocktail dress? Oh, okay. I was like, is it a new look for her? No, it's just new armor, which not bad. My CP's not bad right now.
Little help!
Here I come! I see it there!
Lightning condemned! Here's another!
Its armor's too strong.
Be my guest!
Sealed! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Dance in the wind! Pierce evil! Air thrust! I can do this all day! Freeze!
First strike! I can carve through walls! My shield! Sword rain
I don't think, oh wait, no, the other one's dead. Awesome. I was worried that I
Our work is done
break
here.
through both of their
Let's move.
shields.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Okay, so now it's the office. I think this is the only room I haven't been in. Yeah, I'm still not a big fan of the
I
whole
won't forgive
Fruit of
you.
Helgen thing that they did in this section of the game. I'm not a fan.
Take this! It's over! You're mine!
Between blade and fist!
If anybody's curious as to why I don't like the whole thing,
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Here goes!
You're mine! It's over!
This one's mine!
Take this!
stories are interesting. I just feel like they're bouncing through them too fast. They're trying to do too much in too short of
This,
time.
I can become even stronger!
As much as I love,
Noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there.
you know, as much as I'm loving,
Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
okay, so as much as I'm loving like One Piece Odyssey, there we go. I am currently in the Water 7 arc, for what that means to anybody who like me or One Piece nerds. It's a really cool arc. I just feel like they're skipping a lot of the stuff that makes that arc so cool.
Gotta break through!
They're trying to condense way too much.
Confiscated!
What is this?
Chinese
Here I come! You're finished! I'll smash you! I will show you any...
What that game did was really cool of how they were trying to kind of sort of tell the story of these different sections, but tell them in their own way. It worked in the Alabasta arc, and it's I think they found a really good balance of things. And I'll talk about this one.
I'll crush you!
We're not playing that game, but
Tenebrous claw!
they found a really good balance. But then in the next arc that I'm seeing, it's like, well, you could be doing a lot better, you know, because you proved you can do better. And kind of bringing it back to this game, same sort of issue. I think they have shown us that they can do some really quick-hitting stories that work. You know, the stuff in Calaglia, the whole thing with the silver swords, even though I saw that one coming from a mile away, and I stand by that statement. Again, my argument of, look at that guy's face. But it all made sense. It all worked. But then this arc, I feel what the story they want to tell is a lot more complex than...
Finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters.
The story for this section, it's a lot more complex,
They won't get
and they're
away
trying to
with it for much
fly
longer.
through it, which just leaves
Hurry to the Lord's chamber.
holes
Let's go.
in the story, so to speak. You know, where I'm just sitting here going, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Wait a minute, what? You know, like Kisara's brother passing away didn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. You know, because it's like, oh, so this disease starts with just a little bit of your arm,
if it
and
isn't
then
the
you die
slaves and the
completely. Like,
traitor.
it doesn't
I
grow.
don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
You know, like, it doesn't eat up more of the body.
So
It doesn't
it's true. You
spread
really
more.
are
It
the
just,
one behind all this, Kelzalik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
nice mustache.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzalik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother. He dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother.
I also want to know how
And
so
now
many
you'll
people
die for
died,
it.
but nobody asked the question of where the hell those people were. You know, they created that massive lake, but nobody was asking the question of, hey, where's my brother? Like, they had to pass those deaths
My
off
brother
in
stepped
some way.
because of you.
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
This seems like a weird thing to bring up. But, Law said
Go for the weak point!
human beings. You know, that's how he described this guy. You know, the poor excuse for human beings.
It's over.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Are these guys? I'm trying to think how to phrase this.
Listen carefully and keep your
The
eyes...
Renans and the Danons are on two different planets, essentially. You know, the Renans can utilize astral energy, but the Danons can. I can't remember exactly how it breaks down. The Danons can essentially manifest it and, you know, they can basically be used as batteries. So, trying to think how to phrase this. So, are they the same race? Well, they're different races, because Danon and Renan are different races. The whole concept of humans, I guess. But I mean, is that even correct? I mean, are they both considered humans? Or are they different species? I mean, that's not really. That's not really addressed. And I know somebody's gonna ask, well, AJ, what the hell does it matter? I'm just kind of asking a question that's just kind of on my mind. It's like, you know, I mean,
I only rely on myself.
Try harder! Try this! Tiger Blade! You're mine! You're finished!
Going in. Thank you.
Here I come!
Tiger Blade! Will this help? Radiant Alarm! Healing Shot!
Take you're mine!
Thank you.
This one's mine! Eternal devastation!
Tiger Blade! I'll heal you all!
You're mine!
Healing Alarm! This one's mine! Here comes!
Look sharp! I'm not done!
Light after Tiger Blade!
You're mine! It's over! Try harder!
Searing Flame!
Going in.
sorry, I'm
Tiger
Crush!
focusing. But no, again, so we're,
It's over!
Tiger Blade!
the Renans and the Danans are, like I said, they're if they're the same species, how do they necessarily come from
Take it
different
down.
planets? Like, how does that work? And I know I'm applying. It's probably, AJ, why are you applying real world logic to a JRPG? Just go with it. that's probably the answer. But it makes me ask that question.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
You know, it really makes me ask that question of, wait a minute, they're supposedly from two different planets. Wouldn't that essentially make them different species?
I never miss! Raging Storm! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Charge! Thanks, Isara!
Searing Gale!
Healing Circle!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Tiger
I owe you
Blade!
one!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Flash! Try harder!
I'm out! I'll bring you back from death to this!
Try harder!
I'll bring you back from
Take
death to
this!
this!
Swallow Blade!
Resuscitation!
Eternal
Here's a healing
devastation!
arm!
Hold nothing back! You're mine! You're mine!
Back into the
Swallow
fray!
Blade!
Annihilation!
My turn! Here I come!
Now! Kisara! Go for it! Prepare to
Yeah, like I was saying, sorry, this is the problem with
Tiger
Eternal
Blade!
devastation!
Ready! I'm all stuck
games like these. I get so caught up in the boss fight that I
Here!
forget whatever the hell I was ranting about.
Interrupted. On guard. Take this.
Here I come!
Tiger Blade! This one's mine!
Take this!
This
Try
one's
harder!
mine! Freeze Lancer! Tiger Blade!
Come on. You have to hold on.
I felt fine. Long ago.
This should do it!
I rely on myself.
Glacial Spear! Here's
Take
Evil!
this! I'm not done!
Freeze
Blue
Lancer!
Rondo! Devastation! Hurricane Thrust!
Tiger Blade!
No escape!
Downfall! This one's mine! Excited! Go! Tiger Blade! Dragon Field!
I'll smash you!
This one's mine!
Front!
Tiger
Swallow
Blade!
Blade! Wind!
Here's a healing arm!
Searing Gale!
First aid!
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out! Going in!
Try harder!
You're far enough! Where are you going? Going in! Glacial Spear! Tiger Blade!
Here we go again! First strike! I'm not feeling so great.
Watch and release! Look sharp!
You're mine!
Tiger!
Well, that's not fair that his little core thing is
Blade!
that far out. There it goes.
This ends now!
Finish
You hear it? It's over!
Take a little. You're just out of the arena where I can't get it.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
I'm just getting started! Take this!
Take Bolero!
Step one!
Going in!
Slot! One more!
Into the shadows!
You're mine! It's over!
Into the forest! By the power of water! On guard!
I won't lose.
And
Not now, not ever.
Leave the card!
You're free!
This one's mine!
Is this it? I've let you all down.
If it's in the sky,
Now
it's
you've
mine.
gone and ticked me off!
On guard! That's it! Where are you going?
No chance! Tiger Blade!
And again! Searing flame!
Flaming Meteor!
There! One
On
more!
guard!
Mega
Take
Ray!
this!
Gemini
Tiger Blade!
Just drop a life bottle on Alphen. Get some more.
On guard!
Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray! I'm off that move!
Here comes a big one!
By the power of water!
On guard!
Gemini Hawk!
That's it! Flaming Meteor!
Searing
Severing
flame!
wind!
Reload!
Sara back in the fight.
Destruction!
What the?
Stay away from my friend!
Look sharp!
Swallow Blade!
Tiger Blade!
Infernal Turret!
Go for it!
Oh my god, I did it. Awesome.
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship? Ridiculous. Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Just the way this guy moves is ridiculous.
So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Yeah, not helping us.
Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Mahak-Sar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now?
Yes.
At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough. And you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menancia.
Oh. I was like, where'd he
To
hit him?
Mahak-Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Like, did he hit him in the stomach? Did he hit him in the balls? Oh, that last one would have been really funny, but that's because I'm 12, but...
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danon guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danons. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danons. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danon dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I really like this guy's design.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey,
Him
where'd
and Kisara, I love their
don't see her
designs.
anywhere.
They're so cool to look at.
Maybe she just needed some time alone.
I mean, like,
lot's
Kisara's just
happened.
super pretty, and
That makes sense.
Dohalim,
She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to
but
keep
he kind
moving
of
as
looks
well.
like a male
So long as there are
Garuda
lords who draw breath, we have a mission to
from
complete.
Legend of
Kisara's
Zelda,
a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself.
just in a different art
We should
style.
hurry on
It's
ahead to our
so
next
pretty.
destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
And we have befriended Dohalim, Master Core of Earth. Cheese fondue recipe. Dohalim's perk, Rod Extension. If Dohalim perfect evades an enemy attack, his senses become heightened and his... I'm sorry, remember I'm 12. And his rod will gain momentum, greatly extending his range, his penetration... sorry. His penetration will also rise, letting him interrupt enemies and land critical hits on them more often. Okay.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
It's an interesting way to fight. So, Prendir. So use the boost gauge is full, grows vines, and ensnares fast enemies to keep them down. Okay. That's cool. I've mentioned this before. I really like it. It really reminds me of like Final Fantasy X, of how every character had a type of enemy
did
they were
Kisara
super
run
strong
off to?
against.
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
You know, they all had their own unique kind of
Nagalan trusted her with his dream.
unique
She wouldn't do something reckless like that.
sort of play style.
Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
It's a cool concept. God, now I want to play Final Fantasy X again. Looking at the date, it's the 18th today. So we've got 6 days until the Resident Evil 4 remake. Yes, we're playing that on the channel. But we also got 5 days until the next Atelier game comes out. I'm so excited.
You all arrived here from
Atelier.
Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
Yeah, I love the Atelier, Atelier, or whatever the hell you want to pronounce it. I keep saying every time. I will not play those on the channel.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
I honestly thought she was talking to the cat.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
I thought she was leaving command of the Gold Dust Cats to the cat.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elde Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me. Not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Okay, what was that? It's kind of weird that, you know, you see her just kind of standing there, just kind of thinking for a second. I don't know, kids. See what's he got? Air pressure. Yeah, I'll always take better critical damage. That's always nice. You know what? Let's just take that. Boost his resistance. Ooh, he gets resurrection as well, so we have another healer. Boost strike damage is pretty good. Alright. That'll do for now. And we will... Yep. Figured there'd be quests to do after everything happened, so we will do quests and everything in the next video. Just finishing my oh,
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldaman and Sia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's
bothering me until
That goes for you too, Dohalim.
the last cutscene or
Me?
so.
Yes.
But does
You see,
anyone else think that
you and I
Kisara's
both
voice
want the
acting
same
is just
thing.
a little
We have the
stiff?
same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well.
It's almost like, you
Even
know,
now.
it's like, we're done with all my main
I'm not
scenes.
sure how
now I'm
much
just gonna
protecting
phone
I'll
it
need
in.
either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
Like, I don't hate it. Like, I like her voice. It's just something about it just isn't. The voice acting is just
Like
feeling
even
really
after
stiff.
in the end.
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renan than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renan hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renans wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion!
No, she is absolutely correct.
I love Shion.
I shall speak no more of my
So
misgivings.
blunt. Just going, shut up. Alright, last little hangout thing. Now, finishing the thoughts that I kind of started before before closing out here. I was talking about the Atelier series. Yeah, I don't want to play them on channel just because those are just games that they're just warm and fuzzy games that I love to put on. You know, when I have some time, when I have like an afternoon free, and I'm gonna drink and just play those games and craft stuff, and just they're relaxing. I don't know, maybe I'll play the Atelier Ryza, just do like a no commentary playthrough, and just, you know, play the Atelier Ryza series just to see if people like them on the channel, and maybe play some of the other ones. But either way, that's stuff way down the line when I actually have time on the channel. So there's that. My last thoughts on this section. I think this section of the game was just. It felt like they wanted to do way too much with the amount of time they had for it. I think Dohalim's his story would have been really cool if it was given some time to breathe. Again, the story with the Fruit of Helgen, Kisara's brother. I think there could have been some really cool stuff done in this section. It's just they had to go. It was just so go. We got to get through all this. You know, that was the big problem. But all right, guys, I think this is where we're gonna close out. So thanks for thank you. Okay, come on, AJ. Let's enunciate. Let's get through the outro. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. As always, please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more next time. But until then, guys, I'm out.